Okay, the thing that I love about Ranpo Kitan is like the tragedy and how it reflects on someone's humanity, because that's honestly Ranpo Kitan's probably gonna be my favorite anime of the summer, because it's just amazing. And in this episode it was phenomenal, which was Ranpo Kitan episode 9, and at the end, the reveal of Namikoshi being alive, that just finished me. And I've got a lot of theories in this well, I'm gonna say in this review, because but thinking back on it, I'm just like, wait, is that gonna happen? And I'm just like, hang on. So in this review, not in this review, in this episode, we find out a lot of stuff. We find out like Kobayashi, Hashiba, and Akechi, they managed to finally what's the word they managed to finally crack Dark Star formula. They find out how to work it out, and the reason was because Akechi wasn't including himself in the formula, knowing that he's the biggest factor. And Kobayashi, he didn't just find this out just by analysing the formula. He even realised on like the Twitter page, because they got a hashtag or something, it was like 20 faces in that, and the biggest thing that was coming up on the timeline all the time was Akechi. So it started to make him think maybe Akechi's one of the biggest factors in this formula, and Akechi himself didn't realise. So it was an awesome reveal. I had to find it out, and what I love is the OST is just amazing. With especially when he had the flashback, and I did not see that coming. It was I think it's Dr. Minami, which is the 3-minute shocking. I did not see that coming for her to be 20 faces, and this was actually different because with hers, her reasoning is obviously for like revenge. From a lost love, just like Kagami's, but it's different because with Kagami's it was like he was nearing to the grey line kind of thing, whereas with Dr. Minami, she was like quite sadistic, and that could be because of her job, which was the 3-minute shocking, and I'm guessing that's why it was portrayed for all like the what's the word, investigating like the dead bodies and all that kind of thing that we've been seeing each and every episode. I'm guessing it was portrayed in such a comedic way, which would have represented her character. And it would have made more, and it makes more sense now, realizing that she's 20 faces, and we're kind of finding out what kind of character she is right now, because she's not someone that just managed to fall into the grey line, or someone that kind of like lost her. She did lose her humanity, but in a way, she lost it in a more twisted, kind of contorted way, because she doesn't see what she's doing wrong, whereas like Kagami did, or probably other 20 faces, whereas Dr. Minami, she's doing it because she like enjoys it, because she was laughing and everything, she was happy. It weren't like, it started to make me think that she wasn't even like trying to kill the doctor because of like the death of her little brother or something. She was just, the way it was like presented was like she was just doing it out of like a passion or something. The end reveal, because we see Kobayashi's there, and like Kobayashi just gets kidnapped, and I'm just like, this makes me think. For the past couple of days, Kobayashi was analysing the formula of Dark Star, and the Dark Star is obviously the ones that it picks up like the 20 faces and all that kind of thing. It creates pretty much like this demon which is omniscient around. Obviously it's like metaphorically speaking, but actually they crack the Dark Star to find out all the 20 faces and that. What if Kobayashi, because Kobayashi analysed the whole freaking formula, he skipped days of school and everything. So what if he analysed it and he saw himself as a factor in the formula? Like he saw himself as a potential 20 faces, because it all starts by it produces A and it gives out B, and then C, and then D, and then D it gives out another A and stuff like that. So what if he was like a result in the formula, and it was by producing, I don't know what, like Akechi's factor managed to produce a 20 faces, which was Kobayashi. We do not know. So what if so this could happen, because knowing Kobayashi's character, he just wants to do everything because he wants to do the stuff that he does. The stuff that's happening, like all this murder and all that kind of stuff, he finds it interesting. So if he saw himself, which was going to be played out into the formula, and Akechi didn't see it, then Kobayashi might have wanted to like play out, because he might have thought it would be fun. So he probably got kidnapped. He might have got kidnapped by Namikoshi as well, because Namikoshi can see the true intent of Kobayashi. Because even in episode 1, I knew Kobayashi was some weird guy. I knew he was gonna like turn. No, I didn't know he was gonna turn into like a murderer or something, but I knew he was gonna like hit the grey line. I knew he was gonna come a little bit like his vision of like morals was going to become tainted, and that's what I believe is actually going to be. And we'll see in the next couple of episodes, because I believe it's a 12-episode series, so we'll be seeing some mad character like switch and everything. It'll be crazy. So I don't know who else could have kidnapped Kobayashi, but either way, I'm extremely hyped because Namikoshi faked his death. I wonder what Namikoshi has been doing this whole time. Maybe he's been recruiting more 20 faces. And I wouldn't be surprised. So Akechi's got his hands full with him, and it was amazing. Especially the tragedy in this episode gave me the feels with like the little brother and how he killed himself. That's what is really special about Ranpo Kitan. The characters are all intertwined. It's all relationships. It's all relationship centered, because for example, like Kagami became 20 faces because of her daughter, of his little sister, and Dr. Minami because it's her little brother. So all these things are relationship contorted, especially like with Akechi and his friend, and it shows like how affections can drive you, and not just like ones of love and also more of love and that, but also like anger of people like dying and that, and it obviously turns their morals, and that's pretty much what 20 Faces is about. Because 20 Faces, and I believe Namikoshi didn't even see it himself. Namikoshi wanted to create possibly Dark Star, which was to rid of all violence, but he didn't realize that he was creating violence himself. So these 20 Faces are obviously, they're purged, and they're only seeing black and white. They're seeing that they think that themselves they're taking out violence because the justice, like the law, can't do it, whereas themselves, they're creating violence as well. So either way, it was an amazing episode of Ranpo Kitan, and I'm hyped for next week. The week delay was worth the wait. I don't even care, and I can't wait for the next episode because it's going to be amazing. Anyway, this is Sam. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. See ya.